What's the deal? I am LATWAN. Hey man, this video for all the talented people out there that's talented in more than one thing in life. Like, I know y'all gonna be able to fucking relate to this shit. And I was watching this YouTube video. It's a guy by the name of Pretty Ken. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. He on Beehive ATL channel. But basically, he was just basically talking about how being talented in multiple areas, it's actually not as cool, you know what I'm saying, as people try to make it seem, or basically being multi-dimensional, you know what I'm saying, being a person, a jack of all trades. Like, that shit is not as cool as people try to make it seems, you know what I'm saying, because in reality, when you are a talented person in different fields, because majority of people, majority of humans are talented, you know what I'm saying, in 2 to 3 things. Like, majority of humans, you know what I'm saying. I believe the average human can do two or three things at a proficient level. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you start adding like 5, you know what I'm saying, when you start doing, say you got 2 jobs, you doing a business, then you doing something else, you know what I'm saying, that takes a lot of fucking energy. And I don't think, you know, people, from my experience of doing that shit, man, it can be done, you know what I'm saying, but it is chaotic. I see why they say master one thing first and then go to something else, because you spend all your time, because your thoughts is basically scattered all the motherfucking time. So man, you fucking, you know what I'm saying, you trying to focus on one fucking thing, but you can't even really focus on it because you trying to think about how you gonna move on the next thing. So you putting little thought into something that you doing now, and you thinking about what you gonna do later. Like, bro, that shit chaotic as hell. Like, I respect it. I respect the person that can wear many hats, you know what I'm saying, but that takes a lot of fucking intellectual capacity to be able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That takes a lot of emotional discipline. It takes a lot of that to be able to even be a person that can put on all the fucking hats. It sound fucking good. You know what I'm saying? That shit sounds good. And I just think we just, you know, in a place in time where everybody just want everything, but life ain't designed like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you can't have everything at once. You know what I'm saying? In life, there's fucking sacrifices. There's pros and cons to every fucking thing. There's nothing in life that's only pros. There's nothing in life there's only cons. But, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers being young, even myself once upon a time being young and shit, you think you above, you know what I'm saying, the nature's law and shit. You think you run shit, you know what I'm saying? You think your arrogance, you know what I'm saying, the arrogance is good, but it can also be destructive because you're not really grounded with the shit. Like, you can use the arrogance. The arrogance needs to be used. Arrogance is good to me, which is really confidence. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really fuck with the word arrogance, but confidence. I feel like everybody needs motherfucking confidence. You need some kind of confidence in life, and whatever you fucking doing in life, you need confidence. If you ain't got confidence, nigga, you ain't gonna be able to do it. I don't give a damn what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the confidence in yourself to do the shit, you're not gonna be able to do it. And confidence comes from within. Confidence is not something that you can fucking buy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with anything like that. It's not nothing tangible. You gotta already have that will inside of you to be like, nigga, I can do that shit, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So when you got the confidence to do the shit, it'll go a lot smoother. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to have the discipline and stuff like that. But if you're a person, you already on the fucking, you know what I'm saying, you kind of playing the fucking gray area and shit, the gray area and shit, and you like, I don't know if I could do this good enough. I don't know if I could do that good enough. If you one of them motherfuckers, it's going to be tough for you because it takes a lot of discipline. It's going to take a lot of emotional discipline. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to discipline yourself when you're doing this shit. Like, you can't be like, I want to do what I want to do, but I still want success. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't work like that. And I see why motherfuckers be like, you know, it's hard to be successful. Like, it is. You know what I'm saying? It's because it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of your fucking focus, bro. Like, you're not just gonna wake up one day and be fucking focused. But the thing about it is, it's like when you start that path and you start doing it, it's like, okay, you become used to it. You know what I'm saying? It becomes your daily norm. And then it's like, if you doing anything less than that from that fucking point, it's like, dude, I feel like shit. Like, I gotta do something. I feel like I ain't doing nothing. Like, that's how you start feeling about life. Even if you just gotta feel like, nigga, I gotta be doing something productive. I can't just be sitting around bullshitting. Even if I'm high, I still gotta be doing something. I still gotta be recording a video, doing some kind of content or something, nigga. I can't just sit around this motherfucker and flick through Netflix and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And flick through Facebook. I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just don't feel right. Like, it makes me uncomfortable. Just like it gives me that same feeling of being around a motherfucker that you know don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to have this fucking facade that they like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that same feeling. It's an aggravating feeling. It's like, nigga, you gotta do something with your time, dog. Like, you can't just be sitting around bullshitting. Because my biggest thing in life, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that nigga that's 50 saying, I wish I would have did something different. Like, I do not. That's probably one of the biggest things to me in life. It's like, I do not want to be that nigga. That's one of my human goals in life, is to not be that nigga that turned 50 and be like, oh, I wish I would have did shit a different way. Like, bro, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be that guy. Like, fucking speak that shit into existence. But it's a tough, you know what I'm saying? It's a tough thing being a jack of all trades, being a person to wear all the hats and shit. And I feel like most people just talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not really doing it. You know, people say they want it all. You know, you have that will, you know what I'm saying? You have that God's right. I never say a person can't, you don't deserve it all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody deserves it all in some form, but you got to work for that shit. You know what I'm saying? We all got to work for that shit. You sitting around here thinking you deserve it all just because of your being, you know what I'm saying? Whether you a man, a woman, child, whatever the fuck you are. Like, it just, life don't work like that, unfucking fortunately. And, you know, motherfuckers, that shit hard to accept. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to accept because, you know, to a certain extent, I can speak for myself, you know what I'm saying? I did have a fucking sense of entitlement. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I think that just comes from like an arrogance. It's like a subtle arrogance where you had this sense of entitlement. And it can be used for good. You know what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers just don't know how to use arrogance for good. They use it for destruction. Anything that's, you know, deemed bad can be used for good if you know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But that jack of all trades shit, I ain't gonna tell you what you can't do. But just know what you're getting yourself into. That's food for thought. You do the dishes. Peace.